I can't help myself, I don't want nobody else to ever love me. You are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chung, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation all the way out. Or catch it live. Get your comments on Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends are back.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the Worst Records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. And now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight because I'm working out some. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What is it? Today is April 22nd. Wednesday. Wednesday is motherfucking Wednesday. We're going to have some lighthearted stuff today. We're going to have some fun. I always say that, and then it turns into something. Whenever I say we're going to have a lighthearted show today, that's when something happens and something goes left and something triggers somebody or some conversation or something. And then Jay Black just says something. And next thing you know, what I thought was going to be a lighthearted conversation turns into some crazy cutthroat comments flying in. So I just set us all up. I noticed that anytime I say it's just going to be a lighthearted conversation, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to talk about things Gen X grew up doing that would break this new generation, which I think it'd be fun. You know what I mean? We're not trying to go at whatever the new generation is. I forget what they're called. I think Mo, when she comes in, will tell us what it is. But, matter of fact, that's right. I got to bring Mo up. Hold on. She's here.
Allegedly, Sexy Mo.
Good morning. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Go ahead. You got a glow going. Go ahead. Hey, Mo. Good morning. Yeah, I think you got the glowy thing. I'm going to the dermatologist and then I'm going to this lady. I need the glowy thing. I need my face to I need that. Every time I see y'all, it would be glowed up. I'm like, it makes me jealous.
You gotta go to the dermatologist and get a system, have a
Yes.
routine.
Yes, that's what
Like,
I'm
you
doing.
might be lacking moisturizer.
Yes, that's what I need to do. That's what I'm going to do. I've set the appointment. They're sending me an email, and I got to fill out some stuff. What else do I have to fill out? Oh, I got to fill out that stuff too. Okay. So I jinxed us because every time I say we're gonna have a lighthearted show, every time I say it's gonna turn into something. I already know it is,
Oh,
and,
thank you.
and we're gonna play a clip where basically the title is things Gen X grew up doing that would break this new generation, that would break them.
Oh.
So, and I'll have a clip later. So I just want you to think of things that you grew up doing that
Mhm,
this generation now would be appalled and
mhm,
it would take it aback and would be like, no,
mm.
no, that's first of all, that's stupid or that's immoral or that's mean, or it's just how do you even do that? So I'll play the clip later. And let me just give you your victory. You have now raised your lead to 9. You're now it's 9-5. Mo, you're up 9-5 on April 22nd. This is based on the competition to getting to work on time at 7:00.
Early bird gets the worm.
A lot of people say it would call me a manager of some sort or a CEO of some sort. And a lot of
Mhm.
people would probably frown upon this technique that I have of let's make it a competition to get to work on time. That would probably be frowned upon by other people who lead.
No, if you read Plenty of Fish, like if you read the book,
Mhm.
you will understand the logic in what you just did.
What book is Plenty of Fish?
You made it into yeah, well, I don't want to get all into it, but it's basically a leadership book, and it's about happy workers lead to better production, more
Hmm.
production. So yeah, you made it into like a healthy, fun, get
Huh.
to work on time, and you're getting good results from it because we're here on time, we're happy, yeah,
The book Plenty of Fish. Okay.
yes.
For some reason, the first thing that came to my mind was that damn dating app, Plenty of Fish. Okay. The book Plenty of Fish. Okay. There's another book. I got a bunch of books. Also, how was your night last night? How many hours you sleep? Let's get to that. How many hours did you sleep?
So I think I slept at least
Wow.
like about 4 to 5 hours. That's better.
That's not bad. What
It's
time I
better.
fall asleep? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I got 5.5 hours because I was dumb enough to when I should have turned the TV off after the Sixers won because I'm rooting for the Sixers. And some my dumb ass just allowed that Laker game to come on with Houston and
It
and I
took you
stayed up a
over.
little extra longer watching that stupid ass.
You missed your sleep window
I
because that's
no,
what I'm
I
talking
I
about.
could have. I was literally holding my eyes open because I know what that sleep window is. That sleep window is vicious, especially when you take something to go to sleep. When
Yeah.
you take something to go to sleep, it gives you a window that you have to actually cooperate and just shut everything off. No, I was holding my eyes open. Let me get to these good mornings. So your night. So how was your night? While I get to these good mornings, how was your night?
Yeah, no, it was good. I did a little studying. I did some work. It was all good. People think that once you're in your profession that you don't have to continue to stay up on the trends and stay up on your and hone your craft, but you really do. Therapists have to do the same thing. Behavioral specialists have to do the same thing. We take CNEs. So yeah, I was studying.
Grand Rising. Oh, you were studying. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, that
yeah.
is interesting because a lot of people think what's is done, but I guess you do got to keep up on the
Yeah.
latest what therapeutic techniques. Is that what you got to
So,
stay up on?
yeah, so there's theories, but then there's also like different followings that not to get too deep into it, but there's different followings and there's different things that are growing trends. There's new diagnosis or new ways to treat different things. So yeah.
So and then I know they ask you this question a lot.
Yeah.
Um, so when you're down in the dumps and you feel that you're struggling with something, or your past traumas, or stuff that you recognize stuff that maybe you haven't healed from, and do you try and work through it?
Oh, for myself, absolutely. I do self-reflection multiple times a day for myself.
Uh-huh.
Just
Multiple
to
times.
Yeah, just to make sure that I am in tune and aligned with myself. I check in with myself constantly. It's a good thing.
What does a check-in with yourself sound like? Like what? Like just take us into your mind. Like what does a check-in with yourself actually sound like?
What? So okay, for instance, if something is going on, I'll ask myself, like, are you okay with this? Like,
Mm,
why are you feeling this way? Like, stop, take a pause. So
mhm.
I do a lot of self-reflection. I do a lot of sometimes I write down, or if I'm not in a space where I can just zone out, I might start writing like the pros and cons of something that I just decided to do. Um, so self-reflection doesn't have to be like a clinical diagnosis or something like that, but just checking in to make sure that I'm well.
Hmm.
Like, is this serving you? Like, are you okay with this? Is this taking too much from you? What is this doing to your body? What is this doing to your mental right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
And you do that in a row. Oh, Jay Black, he's late, but he's here. Jay Black, yeah. Well, just welcome, Jay Black. Hey, how you doing, Jay? How you
Okay.
doing? How you doing?
He looks like he's not in a good mood this
Yeah,
morning.
I had to be the bearer of bad news, but it is 9-5. So she
I don't play that game no more.
no,
Oh,
you don't have to. I do. We do. We keep the score. There's a
Oh,
scoreboard that keeps going. It's
man.
tickling is 9-5.
Lady,
Oh,
you
you're
told me
not.
you let Mo beat you. I'm asleep. I'm tired. I was up in the middle of the night. I'm tired.
You're not. I mean, I only got like 4 hours of sleep, but I mean, who's counting?
Yeah, how many hours did you get, Jay Black? This is
Only got
I would never think that the majority of my team would be suffering for something that I suffered for so long. What were your hours like last night? What'd you sleep like?
from 3 to 6 and then nodded off. Once you nod back off is a wrap. So I went to bed like 11, 12, 13. So I got maybe, okay, I got a little bit more, 4.5 hours of sleep than most.
Hmm.
Okay, all right.
I ain't playing them little psychological quiet game tricks that we play with
What's
kids.
psychological?
What is the psychological game that you speak of? What is that?
Get who can get here. Or the one to be on time to get people on time, just to tricking people. This is all tricks. This is all manipulation of the mind.
Being
So
on
did you-
time is a trick.
That's a trick.
It is. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking
I
about.
don't know.
Y'all see
Maybe
it.
if I go back a few shows ago, this is not what you sounded like. I think you did lack sleep because this is not what you sounded like a few days ago when you were victorious. This is not what you sounded like.
Right.
You seemed you were very into it. You were very
Right.
into letting Mo know that you had made it here a lot earlier than she had, which wasn't a lot earlier.
And then you cheated me out of a couple points, and that lost. You killed my momentum. You killed my morale. So I'm out.
Well,
Well,
Mo,
you don't win, your morale
Excuse
is
me.
down. But when you winning,
yeah, it's weird. It's a pretty simple dynamic. It's a pretty simple dynamic. So that's interesting, Mo, that you use these techniques because I kind of run through the same thing. But mine is maintenance. Like I try and get myself ready for the day, like I've said it before, to get myself because I know I get loopy. I can go through highs and lows, and I don't like the highs and lows. I don't like it, like around a certain time. The hardest part is the morning time after I leave here of getting into a mood of like being very ungrateful and be like, I don't need to be here, going to the high paying job. And it puts me in a very nasty mood and I have to walk away. And,
so
and
with something like that, I literally just sent out a few email blasts to people that I'm seeing. And so with that, I would say that you need to intentionally practice like a moment of gratitude before you walk into
Yes.
the job. So
Yes.
even if it's like getting a little notepad and writing down instead of saying, man, I don't want to
There
be
you
here.
go.
Use replacement words.
Yes.
Man, I'm thankful to be here.
Yep. And I do that in the morning time. I do my gratitude list in the morning time, but I have to remind myself when to take action into it. So what I notice is that if I simmer in my thoughts at work, if I simmer, I actually make it worse. So what I have to force myself to do is have conversations with my coworkers and get to talking to them. And then when I get to talking to them, I not immediately, but they'll take me somewhere where I'll start having a conversation. Then I'll get out this funk of why I'm here because I'll start thinking no human being, it's not natural for a human being to be forced to be somewhere 8 hours a day.
Morning, TP.
It's just it's not natural. And then I get into this whole system was created by some other motherfuckers who created this to manipulate us to work 40 hours a week and to actually use us as little robots. And then I'll start getting all into I have to break out of this fucking matrix, and then I'll go deeper into it. Then I'll start researching shit and realize that I'm right. That somebody created this system to use us so they could benefit. And then I just say, just talk to Gay Monty. Then I just break down, just talk to Gay Monty, and I just have a conversation with Gay Monty.
You can't take a deep dive into overthinking either.
Yes,
and that's a overthinking. You know, that's somebody who overthinks, over processes, and it's nothing wrong with that because you can take that. You're a creative, so a lot of creatives do their mind, you know, constantly runs, and then that's how you end up down a rabbit hole.
Yes.
But for sure, you should, you know, practice, you know, the gratitude, but also have something that's going to stop you in your tracks from going down the rabbit hole because you recognized it when you were doing it. You recognized it, so you have to use some coping mechanisms and tools while you're at work to say these are my boundaries for work, for my thought process. I'm not going to allow myself but 1 minute to think about this, and then we're going to turn this bus around.
Yes, 1 minute, and then you know another thing I do. I start having conversation with the customers, and I try to actually. I'm pleasant. I force myself to be pleasant with the customers, and even try and help them go the extra mile for them.
Okay.
And I just start doing things like, let me get your phone. You seem to be having problems with this. I got you, and then it takes my mind. Then I start working towards it's not selfish Mike, always me being the nobody.
That's
Mike
gratitude in motion. That's gratitude in motion, because gratitude is an action word. It's action.
All right, we're at school. School over.
So Jay Black, how was your night? Grumpy DJ Grumpy Grump.
Tired.
DJ Frown. Oh, I'm about to get these Botox too. Oh, go ahead. I just want to throw that out. Yeah, I'm about to get it popping.
Good morning, Tawana. That man said Botox.
I'm about to get the wrinkles, about to get the units popped in right here.
Well, don't get too many because we don't want the face, you know, the frozen face.
Nah, I saw it. I saw what they do. Like, I didn't know people around me had it. And I said,
yeah.
I said, you got it? She was like, yeah. I said, how often did you get that done? She said, it's like every 6-7 months. It depends, you know. Just like it depends, you know. I don't need many units. And then she, you know, the person. Then we have somebody who works in that came there, and I was like, how many units? She was shocked I knew about the units. How many units to get these lines out? And she was like, oh. She was like, I see about 32 units for that. I was like, so anyway, I just brought that up. So Jay, how was it?
I wasn't dealing with Botox questions.
Now I get these bags. But I was told the fillers aren't the way to go for the bags under the eyes. So
yeah,
they're different things. So I have a temporary thing that's coming to actually take care of that.
You go first, and then maybe I'll do it.
I don't think you need it. I thought there was some work like you just take care of your skin. So I don't think you need
it. Black women, you know, we do age, even though they say black don't crack.
Right, yeah.
Age. So I want to make sure that I'm doing, you know, certain things. I'm gonna get Invisalign, because as you get older, your teeth start proud, and all these little things we think about.
I didn't know.
Start noticing, your teeth start shifting.
Good morning, Trendsetter. Good morning, everybody. Cypher, you up, Cypher? Mike, Cypher was talking to me yesterday. His district has been on national news.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You know, a lot don't happen in his district, but they trying to see if it was a terroristic takeover yesterday. Let me play this video. In Cypher's district that he was sitting.
That's a big jump from nothing happening in your district to terroristic maneuvers going on. That's
fuck. This nigga just drove his car through the police station.
Oh wow.
That was Cypher's district.
Oh, so he just drove some shit through your police department. Your what do they call it over there? It's not a your district's police department. So something got to be going on that ain't right if they driving cars through the whole damn. Was anybody hurt?
Yeah, it was several people hurt. It made national news. I was like, what? I was like, not Cypher's district.
Because I'm sure that's a felony.
Driving delivery.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure that's a felony. I'm pretty sure.
That's like attempted murder on a police officer.
Yeah, we don't need any.
I wonder what the motive was. Was there something going on in that second district that may have been illegal? Was there somebody fed up and had a John Q moment? was like, take this in my own hands and drive this fucking car in here. But I'm glad nobody. I hope everybody's
it was
okay.
people. They was all up in there. I mean, driving through a police district is crazy.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Looked like he a Yankees fan. He had a Yankees hat
wasn't
on.
hurt though, right?
Was there?
Cypher wasn't hurt.
No,
but-
Cypher. You know, he was late today. That day yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like his cousin.
Yeah, he was late. So that's what I was talking to him about. That
Just thinking about it.
Is it hard to find a parking spot out there or something? Is parking?
Stuff don't happen in this district. But they did looking at it to see if it was a lone wolf or a terroristic thing. But apparently the guy, whoever did it, was having some domestic issues and.
Oh God.
First of all, I want to repeat, if Cypher's watching, I hope whoever got hurt is okay. Why did he turn it into a terroristic thing? A terror? Maybe somebody's just fed up. If they're going through if they're going through a child support or they're going through custody, maybe it's just fed up with the legal system.
And I can tell you, they use these punchlines to invoke fear.
Yeah.
Because just like the father who murdered 8 children.
Yes, that was horrible.
They called it a mass shooting. The headline said mass shooting. They understand what that type of terminology means to us. Okay. No, it was a domestic violence. Okay. That's what that was. That's domestic violence. Mass shooting there. Oh, it invokes fear. You're thinking, oh, am I next? Are they going to come to my house? What's going on? So people need to be careful. News sources, they do things to capture headlines, but things like that don't need like those type of tags.
It ain't got nothing to do with the old school Al Qaeda. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It has to do with somebody. Yeah, those buzzwords are ridiculous to get everybody up in arms and be like, oh, what's next? But it's a sad story. But people, domestic violence case that can put people on the edge. If you need help with child support, you can grab a copy of my book. Okay, Fortron came out of nowhere, just like my Botox comment.
Promoting. But yeah, that was my night.
Oh, he sent it to you?
Yeah, and I thought he was playing. Not playing, but I didn't know it was going to be national news. Like he sent it, I just said, wow, that's crazy. Hope everybody, all right, I left it at that. Next time I know, turn the TV on. It's on the news, and then
why you keep freezing today? Is that just? Am I just seeing you freeze?
I'm gonna restart my computer. I think I need to restart my computer. Everything need to restart. I'm gonna come back because I'm cranky.
Yeah, he cranky. I'm glad you understand that. Don't get mad at me because my skin gonna look good after this Botox.
He got a little funky.
That's the real spanky. That's the spanky. That's the spanky right there. That's a spanky coming in here angry. Gracious, what the fuck? How do we start today?
I think we have already.
Yeah, how do we get into
Wellness Wednesday though? It's
Wellness Wednesday.
Mental health.
Yes.
Thing, right?
Yes.
Physically, I'm waiting for our our health expert, our nurse practitioner to come on because I have some questions.
What is that you got? You got a
protein. It's protein. It's a protein pack. It has about 20 grams of protein, but it's clear protein. Doesn't have any sugar added. And so I was told that as you're getting older, for your skin, you need protein, like for repair. So I want to make sure it ain't like a case of the whole black girl vitamins I overpaid for. I want to make sure that the stuff that I'm buying is working.
What are you supposed to put that in? You put it in water? You put it in, what do you put it?
So you put it in water. You can put water, ice, and you can put it in the freezer. You can make a smoothie out of it. So I just put it in regular water. And it tastes like an island drink.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me see. Let me look at the list. What can we start off today? Justice, husband, wife betrayed, Tucker Carlson. Here, I'll just get this one. I didn't play it yesterday. I'm just gonna run through this. This is when the Trump supporters that used to be supporters have realized they fucked up, and a lot of I kind of like what Tucker Carlson said because he was like, "Look, we can be sorry, but that shit ain't enough." So here's what he said. He wrote
speeches for him. I and everyone else who supported him, you wrote speeches for him. I campaigned for him. I mean, we're implicated in this for sure.
Yes.
it's not enough to say, well, I changed my mind, or like, oh, this is bad, I'm out. It's like in very small ways, but in real ways, you and me and millions of people like us are the reason this is happening right now.
Yes.
So I do think it's like a moment to wrestle with our own consciences. We'll be tormented by it for a long time. I will be.
So he's like, we'll be tormented from it for a long time. And I know this is redundant, and we say, what were y'all thinking? Like, I'm once again, I'm not overly Kamala, I'm not overly Joe Biden, but what the first time I give them grace the first time, because not even I knew it was going to be a mess, but I never thought that the second term. But if you went for it the second time, when people were literally showing you the Heritage Foundation was behind this, and people were actually giving you proof, and we knew, and people kept saying, this is what he's saying, this is what he's doing, these are the people supporting him. What the fuck were y'all thinking? And I can never trust you again. Like, I could never trust. Like, I never thought I would say this. I understand, and I'll go back to the second time, which was really the third time, if you think about it, because he lost an election before that. So y'all double down on the double down. I never thought I would say this. I understand why family members don't talk to certain family members anymore over this. Ooh. And that might be horrible. But you affected everybody. Everybody is being touched by this. It's like, I kind of understand why people don't pick up the phone. And that might be a bit too much. I don't know, but I understand why somebody would say, why people got deported. Yeah. And there were people who were deported that you were family members with, and you supported the administration and voted them in. People lost it all. Yeah. So I understand Tucker Carlson and all that stuff, and I just don't get it. I don't know if I could be cool with somebody who I lost a family member because they got them illegally. Who were actually valid to live here, who actually had citizenship or actually had the proper visas. You motherfuckers voted a man in who allowed Elon Musk to run rampant and get all our information and doged it up.
And then ducked out.
You allowed drug addicts to be in the Oval Office. He was visibly high. I don't know.
Our nurse practitioner needs the link.
Oh, well, she got to wait for Jay to send the link.
To send it out.
Mm-hmm.
Our super producer is having technical difficulties today. Internally, and with this computer.
So to get my lightheartedness, I was talking to somebody about, I don't know how we got on this conversation, but we were talking about old school everything, right? We just talked about, we were reminiscing. Do you remember, because you know guys are very pause, the pause syndrome, where we're like, pause, everything's a pause, right?
Yes. Pause or Diddy. Yeah, no Diddy.
Yeah, there's a pause. And listen, I know it was very immature to play the pause game. I know it's very immature to play the pause game. I've played the pause game for heterosexual men. It's just something we do. It became part of our vernacular. I didn't know that there was an old school gum that if this gum was out right now, there was an old school gum.
It's still out.
That I haven't seen it. I tried to look for it. I haven't seen it. He talked about
we just did
that killed his kid. Yes. But there was a gum that if you play the pause game or you play the sus game or you play this certain thing, there was a gum that was called Freshen Up. And this was the commercial for it. And I was sent this commercial. I just want you to see how this commercial will hit right now. This was 1978. This is the commercial. And I want just imagine if this was on TV now.
Hey, what do you love about freshen up gum?
Love that squirt.
What do you love when you bite into one?
Love that squirt.
Freshen Up freshens breath with a tingly liquid center. One bite squirts refreshment all over your breath.
Freshen your breath with Freshen Up. Your gum that goes squirt.
Love that squirt.
That's the commercial. That's the commercial.
Talk about marketing.
I love that squirt. Can you imagine right now, people? Can you imagine you being a man and one of your boys sees you with some freshen up gum that's gonna squirt?
Balls. That was her favorite gum.
Bubblicious and a few other gums followed suit after Freshen Up came out with that gum.
I remember, yes, my granny used to have them all the time.
Yes.
The squirt. I love that squirt.
That was the gum that you only gave people one of. You didn't pass it to them. You pulled it out. It was a little square, and you gave them one.
What the? I can't play with y'all. I can't play. This is what they were doing in 78.
When you bite into one.
Love that squirt.
Freshen Up freshens breath with a tingly liquid center. One bite squirts refreshment all over your breath.
Freshen your breath with Freshen Up. Your gum that goes squirt.
Love that squirt.
Yo,
Love
78.
that
They was out of and if you ever experienced it, you would too. But still, that's a whole different conversation. It's hypnotizing. It's hypnotizing.
How do you explain that to your kids? Yeah.
But it's because where we take it, it's our mind taking it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? It's our mind taking it somewhere. It really was. I remember being a kid and being fascinated, like, oh, there it is. There's a squirt in my mouth.
Ew. I can't believe you said that. Wow.
That was a squirt in the mouth. So do you want to send her, or do y'all want to play this Gen X game before she comes? Yeah, we can play the Gen X game before she comes. So I saw this clip, and it's animated, and it's two individuals laying in the bed, and they're a couple, and they're talking about the things that we had in Gen X that would break the new generation. Now, some of the stuff was funny because I remember some of the stuff, but I remember I wasn't smart enough to know some of the stuff that they were talking about. So this is the conversation they're having in the bed. They're talking about things that we grew up with that would actually break this generation, and some of them. Where let me see. Do I have it? Here it is. This is the conversation. This is what they start talking about right here. Y'all.
Inconvenience would absolutely break this newer generation. I'll go first. Rolling up the car window.
Using a paper map to get anywhere.
What's good? Looking up a phone number in the yellow pages.
Using a rotary phone.
Rewinding your VHS movie to then return it back to a physical store.
Having to write an essay with a pen and paper.
The horror. Having pen pals where you have to physically write a letter, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, mail it, and then wait for said pen pal to write you a letter back.
How about graphing an equation with a TI-82 calculator? You don't even know what that is.
TI-82. What is that? Dinosaur calculator?
That was the most advanced calculator we had in 8th grade.
Oh, man. How about just looking up words in the dictionary? Period.
How about the Dewey Decimal System?
So those are just some.
Not the
I want to know.
Instrument calculator. What?
I just want to know what these kids would do if they had to come home and put on the TV and that was their only escape that only had 4 channels. That's it. There is no scrolling the world. There is no scrolling and see. I'm talking about you were in isolation when you came home. Like you know when you were in school, when you were a kid, the only people, once you left school, the only people you saw were in your house. You had no, and then you had a phone that you couldn't even use. Like you weren't even allowed to use the phone for a long time. Like I was like, we were really in the Stone Ages, y'all. We was in the Stone Ages.
Not the Dewey Decimal System. Yes.
The Dewey Decimal System. Technically, I don't even know if I really know what the Dewey Decimal System is.
It's the system that the library uses in order to categorize books.
Oh, we had to learn that.
123.5 is
yes.
aisle to
See, Mo was smart. Mo was in the library.
But you can use it to categorize pretty much anything. Records, like records that you play, like DJs. You can use that system to apply it to like organizing your records.
If you wanted to find information, there was no Google.
No. There was the red and black encyclopedias that the man came around and sold to my parents that they paid for like 5 years.
There was a literal, just think about that. As many volumes as you had.
Yes.
Just think about that. As many as you had, which could cover a whole bookshelf, right? Yes. Just think about that is all the information that you could research. That was it. Yeah. There was nothing else you could find out. I don't care if it was, we never got the whole set. I don't know how many came in a whole set.
It was from, it covered up 2 sides of our columns in our living room. So that was the whole set I know that my parents got.
And just think about this. When some new information came out, you had to get a new book to get the new information.
Yeah, how you gonna add it? Yeah.
You had to literally get a new set
of encyclopedias.
At
like Billy Dollar said, at 9 o'clock the TVs went off. It was fuzz, just snow. The TV would go off, then you hear the Star Spangled Banner.
Do you know how old we fucking are? That when the Star Spangled Banner came, when that turned on, that meant TV was over.
Was before then, MASH came on, and then it was the fuzz.
Oh, God.
There was no broadcasting. It was done.
The TV
all communication was over.
That's it. We'll see you in the morning. We'll see you in the morning.
Can you imagine if they even dared to turn off social media at midnight and it couldn't come back on till 8 in the morning? I want 20 million people to go to the Capitol so bad. I want 10 million people to go to the Capitol so bad. You know what's funny? Turn off social media at midnight and don't let that bitch come on till 8 o'clock in the morning and see how fast there will be millions of people protesting in front of that Capitol.
I probably would get sleep.
You would probably get sleep.
Yeah.
Yes, like I probably would get some really good sleep. Now thinking about it, we're overstimulated for sure.
And God forbid you might actually call a friend and catch up. Because how many people would rather text message somebody back and forth than actually have a conversation?
That's the way of the world.
I just brought stamps because I was just saying to myself that we're so caught up in texting our like loved ones, and everything is done in brevity that we don't write letters anymore. Like we don't send, it got to be a birthday or something significant for us to just send something.
You brought stamps to send stuff out to people randomly.
I did.
To get a letter. Do you understand getting a letter from somebody in the mailbox is so
outside of jail.
Outside of jail. We're supposed to sleep in complete dark. Yes, we're supposed to sleep in complete darkness. MASH was the worst show to hear on TV, along with Tales from the Dark Side. MASH was so great to me. I love MASH. I was an old soul.
There wasn't black people on MASH though, was it? No black people.
No, I don't think they. I think they had some guest appearances. So
you want people to sit there and read a letter that you actually wrote, Mo? Like just to sit there and read? Oh.
Yes.
Don't send nothing to me.
That's so intentional and so meaningful. Because everybody is just so used to texting people and everything is done like in KR, like those type of responses. Yeah, something means use your words.
Let me tell you something. The right woman, you write a letter to the right woman and you send it to her.
Stimulate my mind.
And she gets that shit in the mail. There's something about going to the mailbox and there's a letter for you from somebody. It's the same stimulation that you get when the Amazon package is sitting out there. Send a woman a letter that you wrote. Just to send her a letter. After Martin, I said sound might not show. Okay, sorry. No light between 1 a.m. to 3 a.m.
Mm.
I still write letters to my friends and family. They appreciate people appreciate you taking time out. Now, other people will say, why don't you just text them the same thing?
Why you just text that?
Because there's no effort. They know you made an effort. It almost seems more personal. Nobody gets to see it. Your phone doesn't get to see it. The people watching your phone doesn't get to see it. How about Christmas cards? Because some people still send Christmas cards.
Yes, I do. I don't like those digital Christmas cards that people just send you. They go to your spam, like lick a stamp.
Facts, LaShawn. I'm with you. As soon as Mash sound came on, I was out.
No, but see, that's the problem. You got to understand how. That's why I was an old soul. You got to understand how deep MASH was when it was telling you, it was showing you what was going on with the Vietnam War. See, that was the whole basis of it, showing you.
I like to see people that look like me, and I ain't see it, so I was out.
Oh god.
But back then, we weren't really concentrating on that. We were concentrating on like the G.I. Joe figures and the men. I can remember my little cousins.
He had a kung fu grip.
Those letters are different though. And we always say that. We always say if somebody doesn't look like me, if it would have been a black cast in MASH, y'all still would have been like, what the fuck is this? And y'all would have turned to Good Times. Y'all would have been like, when Good Times come on?
I love getting my poems in the mail. Okay. She had a
Writing
bunch of
letters.
dudes writing her stuff.
Well, TP, she said
she always lives in them streets. Told you, Mike. Told you.
See, Jeanette said I like Klinger on MASH. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you, Jeanette. Knew.
And the guys who did not have good penmanship, who used to pay the girls to rewrite their letters. I paid some money.
Mark and Mindy, or is it Mark and Mindy? Who
It was
Mark
Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy was
close enough.
MASH didn't tell about the rock monster though of Vietnam. Well, in certain episodes they did, because one dude, when everybody went home, actually had to go to a mental hospital on their finale, which like 40 million people watched. But many white shows with James Mo. I love the writing ideal. I was a journalism major, so I'm a writer. People don't read and definitely don't like to write. Many of my students don't like to write and express themselves. Writing is powerful. Writing your ideas down. I'm a millennial. I just finished watching All in the Family. I'm thinking about watching Cheers. Now, All in the Family would not exist.
Another racist show. That was racist out.
But there were people. There were people
Archie
that look like
Racing
you.
Bunker.
They were people like
George
you in the
Jefferson.
show.
The Jeffersons came from there, right?
And there was a liberal who was fighting against Archie, who the man who played Archie, I forget what his name is, actually said Archie was a sad character. It was a deep show that people would not watch now because they would be offended.
Yeah, he said the N-word, and he was disrespectful to black people.
Definitely.
He was doing way too much.
It was very, very realistic when you're talking about the depiction of the time when it came out.
They were,
I
and
played your videos earlier, Cypher, about your district. I let everybody know.
yeah, watch parking spots are crazy out there, but I hope everybody's okay. The Jetsons is the new Simpsons. The Honeymooners. Yeah, I used to watch the Honeymooners.
Moon to the moon, Alice.
There definitely wasn't nobody looked like you in that.
And I did watch the Honeymooners.
Yes,
I
you
did.
did.
Ralph Cramden. Yeah, All in the Family was super racist though. I'm good on that.
But they actually had people who spoke up against the racists. See, that's what you're missing. It had.
I knew back then it didn't feel right as a kid. I remember that.
Couldn't stand All in the Family either. Turned as soon as I heard the theme song, but watched Maude. Y'all are funny. Miss Rochelle, bang Zoom. Yes. Carol O'Connor.
Yes.
I'll play the clip with that. What's happening? All right. Let's get to this clip with the men and women. Are we gonna send Shaquisa the clip because 8 o'clock?
I sent her the link. I thought she was like 7:45 because you do the poets at 8. But either way, I sent it to her.
So that was Chong. You worse than me, but I couldn't stand her voice either. I was forced to watch all of them shows.
That's all we had. What else we gonna do?
We had Sanford and Son. I had Chico and the Man. All TV shows and movies are connected.
Yeah.
John, I believe you. I believe you. Just watch with new eyes.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right. So this man and the woman, I watched them. I watched them a lot. Not a lot, but I see their clips a lot. Facts of Life.
Yes.
Take them both, and there you have
Tootie.
Facts of Life was.
See, we had Tootie riding around on roller skates.
And shout out to the white girl who turned down having sex. She stood by her. Blair turned it down. She said, "No, I will not be having sex." And Blair, because of her beliefs, actually turned down an opportunity to be on Friends. They wanted to put her on Friends. So go ahead, girl. I see you. I see you. So man and woman are having a discussion. Let me see and make sure. They both bring up some good points. So I want you to put your therapy hat on, Mo. I want you to put your therapy hat on.
Why ain't ask me first? Because I give good advice, but I love debates.
I don't know when that started. I don't know when that belief that you think started. I don't know when. I don't know what advice you gave that was good yet, but if you can quote it, I would. If you can remember it yourself,
let's play it. Let me hear you go. Where you
if
about
you
to
can
go?
remember the good advice you gave yourself, I would be more than glad to sit and discuss that.
Focus and really have. Let's go.
So basically, they're having this conversation about how men can't have certain conversations with their woman, and the conversations that they can have with their significant other, they can have with their friends. She takes, she takes umbrage with that. Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, I love Laverne and Shirley.
Thank you, Leg. Thank you, Leg. Jay does give good advice.
That's just because y'all on some love shit right now. Y'all trying to make up for all the viciousness that y'all had between each other. I don't know what's going on with that. Y'all must have both went to therapy. All right, here's their conversation. It starts with the woman letting him know why it's okay.
Deal with your homeboys and stuff like that. The reason why it's so fun and enjoyable to you is because they're not asking follow-up questions. They're not saying, "Hey, bro, you good? Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's dissect this." Like, they're not doing that. So of course that's more fun to you because you don't have to actually deal with any of the stuff that you are struggling with. You're running, you're a runner, you're a track star. That's what you're doing. You just want to run away when it gets hard.
It's not that.
All right, so we're gonna stop it right there.
You might have to play that over. I was busy playing the comments, and
I'm gonna stop it right there.
Well, let's more take this topic. I'm gonna let
I know because you give such good advice. Because normally people give good advice; they're good listeners.
I was doing other comments. I was multitasking.
You definitely have to be a good listener to give any advice, right? I think that she's leaning in on the fact of the accountability. A lot of times, in our friendships don't lend to accountability. They lend to relationship serving, which is get along, play along to get along. So it's like, oh yeah, man, they validate your dysfunction or they validate your wrongness. So I think that there was merit to what she was saying as far as asking the follow-up questions, asking the accountability questions.
What role do you do?
It's something typically that our friends don't do.
And in this case, she's pointing it out to the man, and I get it. It's a good argument, but I think that's why you got to be careful of what friends you say what to, because they're friends that sometimes we go to friends because we know the response we're going to get, and we know they're going to agree, and we know they may be going through a similar situation, so we go to them because we can get the pat on the back in the cheerlead situation, like fuck him or fuck her, or that's how they all act, that's how they get, and stuff like that. So, and Jay didn't hear it, so Jay, I'm gonna take it from the top, then I'm gonna let it play. I'm gonna take it from the top on what she says we do, what men do.
Fun and enjoyable to you is because they're not asking follow-up questions. They're not saying, "Hey, bro, you good? Like, let's talk about it. Like, let's dissect this." Like, they're not doing that. So of course that's more fun to you because you don't have to actually deal with any of the stuff that you are struggling with. You're running, you're a runner, you're a track star. That's what you're doing. You just want to run away when it gets hard.
It's not that our boys don't ask follow-up questions per se. I think it's that our boys don't judge us for what we bring to them, right? Or take it personal. What we bring to them. I think oftentimes women in relationships forget who the man is that is talking to them when we bring up these grievances, right? So if I bring up, hypothetically speaking, if I bring up a grievance in which you're the culprit, Most women are going to take that personal, and they're going to get very, very, very defensive. You understand? Instead of understanding the source, understanding where it's coming from. This is not a stranger on the street that's telling you what you need to fix. This is not somebody that you just met one time at the job, a coworker or whatever, telling you what you need to work on. This is the man that loves you more than anything in this world. This is the man that's taking care of you. This is the man that's showing up for your son or showing up for your daughter or, helping your mom out when she need this or your grandma out when she need that. This is that man, right? But instead of you processing it that way, that this is somebody that loves me, that's saying these things, you process it as if I'm somebody that's trying to attack you, right? And with our friends, that's not what we're getting.
So,
I think that's what people, you hear what he said? So I think that people in general, if you tell them something that does not have a direct impact on them, of course their response may be skewed, and maybe it's going to be geared probably towards being empathetic to what you feel. If he went to his friend and had a grievance with his friend is going to be defensive. That's human nature. Our defenses go up.
Yeah, but we got to keep it on and you're right.
I think that when you're whether it's your friend or your mate, you have to lend to some level of vulnerability of yourself if you value their opinion.
But let's go back to this. The gist of this is that she's saying you won't talk to me, but you'll talk to your friends because they won't hold you accountable. They won't have the questions, the follow-up questions. He's saying, no, they do have follow-up questions. But when I give them the honest answer, on what I'm feeling,
they accept it.
They take it in and don't have their defense mechanism fight me on, no, I don't. Or no, that's not what I do. You asked me a question. And I can't stand when people do this. You asked me a question about a situation that you may be in. And I gave you my honest reaction. And then you hit me with now you want to debate what I just said, my opinion is on what you just did. Sequences in the building.
Hey.
So I think the frustration that guys get is like, well, I'd be better off just pacifying you and just going along with it.
So
because I don't really feel like getting into this 30-minute conversation.
So now we're back to the comfortable lie, the comfortability in lying. And if you're wanting to get to the truth or garnish a really pure answer or response from somebody, sometimes you have to not look at it as somebody's judging you, but more so, taking that mirror and showing you, no, this is the truth. And a lot of times we don't want to hear that.
Truth is my friends don't have vaginas, so they can't withhold sex. Okay, Billy.
Are you going through something, Billy, at home?
Okay.
No, you know what he's saying. He's saying that he ain't got to work with. I get what you're saying, Billy.
But it goes back to that thing is, don't ask, is that old saying, don't ask me the question that if I give you the answer, just take the answer. Like, I'm not here. You ask me. You ask me what's wrong. That's another thing. Don't ask me what's wrong unless you really want to know what's wrong. Mm-hmm. Because if I know this is going to turn into a 45-minute battle royal, I'm just going to say nothing.
It ain't worth it. Mo, why don't women just...
You just admitted that you lied.
Oh,
but then then she's supposed to accept your lie but you just admitted that you lied. So she has a reason to say, I don't believe you or question. You just admitted it. So
yeah, I admitted it because
not say you're not telling the truth, but because I'm lying, so we don't fight. But how you know it's gonna be a fight?
Because I already know all I can go about is our experiences.
Right, but how can you expect somebody to change if you keep going by previous experiences?
Well, this is absolutely true. But all of us are gonna go.
Let me tell you what you do. You go ahead and start to have that conversation, and then when it starts to turn into a fight, you be like, "Hey, this is why I didn't want to tell you." You point, you let them fall for that trap, and then you point it out. And you men ain't no different. No, ain't no better. I'm gonna tell you what men do. They will tell you the same exact. They will ask you the same question 50 different ways because they didn't like your answer.
No, and that is a fact. And we're not going to get to any health because now I got since she said that, I got another one. Says let me see.
So we're gonna get to the health because listen,
I do have
mental
questions.
health this mental health is for real. And I'm gonna tell you something, Mike. God protected you because I couldn't get on because you kind of ticked me off a little bit before I got on here.
Ooh, you pissed her off, Mike.
Mike,
you want me to tell you the truth about how I feel about you getting pissed off?
I know. You don't care about wasting my time either.
But go ahead.
That's the whole thing. You make it very clear you don't fuck with me. I got it.
You got mad?
No. I was here on time early, and
That was Jay's fault.
I was here. You was like, oh wait,
That's Jay's fault. That's Jay's fault. First of all, do you see how it gets twisted into you make it very clear how I don't fuck with her? There is no way. There's no way.
And I asked for the link. You said, "Oh well." And kept
No,
going.
I
I'm
can't.
like,
No, I said Jay has to send you.
I could be doing other things.
But see, Jay has to send you the link. I can't send you the link.
Right, and
I
then
can't.
after-
Jay has
wait,
to
hold
send you the
up.
link.
I'm glad you said that because after he got here and sent me the link, you said, "Should we talk about this or should we make her wait?" We'll make her wait. And then you kept talking about another topic. That's why I didn't join the link because I was like, if I get around, I'm gonna cuss this yellow motherfucker out. And today
You ever think you a bit too sensitive?
I'm not sensitive.
You ever think you a bit too sensitive and you think everything?
This is not the first time. This is the ongoing. Every time
First
I
of
come,
all,
you always push me to the bag.
If I didn't want you on the show, I wouldn't have you on the show. Of course, I want you on the
I
show.
never said you didn't want me on the show. I said you don't really fuck with me like that. That's what I said.
How? That would make no
Because you
sense.
work with people that you don't listen. I'm sensitive, but I'm tuned into how people rock with me because I'm taking inventory.
Okay.
I'm taking. Remember, you said that.
Well, please keep us amongst your shelved items. Please keep us amongst your inventory.
I have never. No, wait. I have never had any feelings like that. See, this is what kills me. I have never had any feelings like that towards Sequisa. I've enjoyed her being on the show all the time.
That's true. He does.
But your sensitivity takes little things that I say.
I'll
take it and you turn it into he don't fuck with me. Why? If I
she's that
fuck
one
with
that
you?
she see a post and think is about her, and it ain't about her. That's what it's.
Okay, first of all, Jay Black, fall back. I don't need you instigating because I'm already speaking. Fall back.
Go ahead.
I know what your job is. Your job is to light the fire's already been lit. And Mike, it wasn't just today, is what I'm saying. I have been like
back further.
Today I was already mad when I got here because I'm getting harassed in my hometown by this lady. And last night she sicked her husband on me. So I'm already upset about that. And then I have to fight for my license that I really don't want, but they're attacking all Black people with medical license. I'm seeing a lot of them saying that their license are being reported for stupid stuff. So I am a little sensitive. And so I am speaking out about stuff. I'm not holding my tongue no more. So I'm just telling you how I feel before it turns into something else. Because I kind of feel like when I got here, you always pause me and I be here ready to jump on so I can jump off. I got stuff to do.
Okay, well, once again, let's be clear. That's Jay's fault. Because I told Jay that we have too many people. Yeah, right. So I told Jay.
I had asked him about Tuesday myself, but that's a whole other thing. I'm talking. That's his business. I'm talking about your attitude.
She said they got nothing to do with this.
But once again, I'm not gonna run down and go back to the same thing I just said. You're taking some shit out on me that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, it kind of, sort of. I'm just letting you know. I don't like that when I get here and I tell you that I'm ready. You make me wait, and then even when the link got here, you still made me wait because I wanted to jump in on the conversation. You always
the problem with that is that everybody who comes on here has to wait. It's like the poets are supposed to be at 8:00. They're gonna have to wait.
Well,
and it's because
what time am I supposed to be here?
The unorganization that we have already accepted. That it's our fault for organizing and not being organized enough to have everybody and give them proper time. But that goes back to the producer who produces the show. That goes back to Jay Black.
What time should I be here?
We're going to do Tuesdays. We're going to do Wellness Wednesday on Tuesdays, and that solves that problem.
We could do teach me something, or teach a tip or something on Tuesday.
Teach a tip Tuesdays. We put the tip in Tuesdays or something. Whatever
that's better for me anyway, because I got my hair is not done because I was trying to hurry up and be here on time.
And you want to talk about mental health. The father that unalives his 8 kids. Mike, remember your thought where you were at, because I know you was about to go somewhere different. But I think that's what Shaquisa wanted to talk about, mental health. The father, he was in the military.
Yes.
Shaquisa, break that story down, and what do you think caused that? Go ahead.
So one thing that I have to say this: I am not a doctor or a physician, and never claimed to be. I'm a nationally board certified nurse practitioner. Let's get that out the way. Second, I just have to tell people that anger, anxiety, depression, all that stuff has to go somewhere. And when you don't resolve it, it can turn into some pain. It will turn into pain. Now, when that turns into pain, what you going to do with it? Sometimes people act out in anger. Sometimes people start to drink. Sometimes people start having a lot of sex. Sometimes people start doing drugs. But it's all related to that pain. And if and this is why I called a meeting, and I'm part of the reason why I was said, I called a meeting in my community, because people miss the signs. Because you don't go from a father of 8, listen, I'm going by what I heard, that was there talking about his kids going to church on Sunday, making posts, praying for his mindset, and then to unaliving people without there being signs. We are so set in sucking it up and toughening it out till we pop. I did a masterclass about this where I talked about Black exhaustion. And I really do believe that has something to do with a Black person being in the military, willing to risk his life, and then come back and realize that this country don't fuck with you or your kids. And you got 8 or 9 of them that's got to grow up in this shit. I can see how that can make somebody pop. So we need to be doing self-checks on how we're feeling. And this woman harassing me with her husband last night, it made me do a self-check because I was getting ready to pop. Because you got your husband coming to these meetings. I've been going to these meetings for 6 years. Remember, at the last meeting, she chased me out of, and I was going to my car like she chasing me, y'all. Because if I had got to my car and you still chasing me, I'm going to defend myself. And so this meeting, she brings her husband, and I'm just like, I had to gauge myself. Because if I had been just a little bit madder, y'all would have been seeing me on the news. Been in handcuffs. I told that motherfucker to leave me the fuck alone.
But I appreciate you being honest, because us with mental health and all seriousness, we do have a point where we snap, and people don't know. You can't be playing with people. You can't do that because we don't know what that person is going through.
Some
and that's
people pop
especially if you're not medicated. If you're not medicated or you're in
they
denial.
want to use it against you, though. If you're medicated, they want to get the database of people that are medicated and try to use that against them, which is crazy as hell because you're more likely to shoot up a school if you're not medicated. But you want to punish the people that are seeking help. And that's what's wrong with this country right now. If they would stop turning the people that started the fight into the victims and stop judging people on their pop off. Because you as a Black person in this country can be kicked, you can be killed, you can be slaughtered, but you are the criminal, and the person that did it to you is the victim. They do that to us every single time.
So at this meeting that you were at, were you just trying to bring awareness to the mental health aspect of it? And
no, the meeting had nothing to do with healthcare. It's just I give back to my community in real life. So every Thursday, this group that I was the vice president of, we meet and we're trying to do something for the children because we've had some murders, and this is a small town where people being found in ditches and unalived in their cars. That don't happen here, and it was starting to happen here. So they started the organization to try to do something about the gun violence. But this particular person, every organization that I go in and donate my time and try to do something, she goes in and she's a coon. She gets paid to go in to shut down, and I have receipts and proof of this. She gets paid to go and shut down the progression in the Black community.
All right, so, medicated or not, if someone snaps, they're just gonna snap regardless.
Not true.
And welcome. I've never seen this name on here before.
I ain't even gonna try. No, you got the degree.
And that's the importance of doing
Bloodless?
self-checks.
You
And,
got the degree.
and that's the importance of doing
Bloodless?
self-checks. So
Yeah.
you'll know if you're
Okay.
close to being snapped. If everything
What up,
making you
L?
jumpy and you getting mad from that, you need to get that checked out. That's not normal. And that's not a place where you want to exist, because people are going around there actually trying to trigger people. And if they see that you're easily triggered, they will follow you around until they trigger you.
But some people don't want to do medication because they think that alters who they are as a person. So they stay
And I'm
away
one
from
of
that.
them. And I'm one of them. That's why I love herbs, and that's why I love yoga, and that's why I love prayer, and that's why I love music, and that's why I love medication, and that's why I love gardening, and that's why I love exercise. Even washing your hair can be spiritual, and it can help you, because everything that you do with an intention. So when I'm washing my hair, sometimes I act like as I'm washing my hair, my mom would wash my hair and we would have conversations.
But
It's
in
how
order
you heal
to
yourself
take
from it.
somebody's life and kids' lives, there has to be a mental unbalance, right? That
And I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told my friend yesterday. You will drive yourself crazy trying to put a rationale behind somebody that already had lost it, because your mind can't go there. Because for your mind to go there, you'd have to snap too. So stop trying to figure it out and make sure it don't happen to you or nobody you know.
I mean, but humans, this is why I say humans are overrated. We just bombed the school on purpose in Iran, on purpose. And we killed a bunch of kids.
But we
100, and I think 160 60 young people were killed on purpose. And never once did we mention mental health on the people who decided to send that off.
No, because in this society, we look at things that happen in war as for the greater good.
But that was a war crime. What they did is an international war crime.
We're very desensitized to stuff like that.
And that's what I mean by it's weird. And that rabbit hole we ain't got enough time to get down to, but it's weird out. And they're both horrendous and they're both horrific. But nobody ever says we need to medicate the president and the secretary of war. And well, I'm just saying in general, just follow me in general. Mental health is never brought up in that. So, but let me get to the, how is that different?
Because that's the government. That's not like one person. That's not like the government doing that versus a person going and doing it to the school. That's a little different. But the thing that gets me about this whole mental health as an excuse thing, normally I would be on that side, but y'all do know that they cut down. If he tried to get help, he couldn't. They cut off the veteran suicide hotline. They cut off their help. So if he tried to get help, which we do not know that he didn't, there was no help for him to get. So guess what? He's not the only one. This is just the beginning to show you what's about to happen, because there's a lot of veterans out there that need
absolutely
to keep from popping. And the thing is, they know how to pop.
I mean, this is something, my dad has dealt with this. My dad is in the 70s, and it's still something that he's gone through. He's going through right now of what happened in Vietnam. So, hey, I get it. You want to send people off to war, and then you want them to come back normal. And I just want to tell you, it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't.
You don't send somebody to a jungle and watch them experience losing everyone in their platoon and watch them face and see death and then bring them back normal. But then regular civilians
in prison too, though.
You say what?
That goes for people in prison too.
Yeah, it goes for people.
They don't come out the same.
Yeah, I did a mental health forum and touched on that at one point and talked about the things that happen to people when they come home. That prison trauma is very real.
Yes.
Cousin Ash said, every time I see a homeless vet, I get upset because how, Sway? Yeah, absolutely right. So, because unfortunately,
and it's not just the Vietnam War. We have some of our soldiers who have been to Afghanistan.
Desert Storm, and
it's not even and Desert Storm is not even just seeing your platoon die. But I have family members who have post-traumatic stress disorder just from being in Afghanistan, bombs constantly going off, very, very near to you. You're feeling certain things. That is all, you don't have to have been in the Vietnam War to have post-traumatic stress disorder.
No, you don't. Well,
with the racism that they face in the military, that you don't have to go to war to have to deal with that stuff. The stuff that they do to the.
But I don't. I think we forget when you enter the military what they're training you for. That's a mental problem in itself.
Yeah.
What you're being trained for, you're being trained to do something that if you do it in your regular civilian life, you allegedly go to prison for.
Yeah.
So you're training somebody to take a life. I could never get desensitized from that, but a lot of people can. So every time we have a reason to invade a country, or every time we do realize kids are going to die, mothers are going to die, people are going to be killed on purpose. So when you train somebody to do that, and then you say, come back into regular life, that is the biggest contradiction and the form of insanity that you can have. But here that's what it is. And unfortunately, fortunately, you are fighting for mental health, and I don't have like Sway, like Kanye told Sway, you ain't got the answers, and I ain't got the answers because we live in a violent, sadistic world where we pick and choose where murder is okay.
That part, depending on the skin.
Above Average Healthcare is the website. She's licensed in multiple states. She's our nurse practitioner. I'll call her our doctor. She can answer any questions. If you are one of her clients, she can prescribe you the same stuff your current doctor here prescribes you. If you need a doctor, you're allowed to go
possibly until June in Texas.
Well, you're going to be positive. You're going to be positive. She's working through.
I'm not positive I want it, darling. I don't need it, darling.
Oh, well, okay. Well, all right.
Above Average Healthcare till June.
No, I said the state of Texas until June.
Oh, okay. The state. Are you still doing your practice?
I'm a slave in Texas.
All right.
I don't know if I want to be a slave anymore.
So we're going to be more structured. We're going to start Tuesdays, tips and Tuesdays and health tips on Tuesdays. And we're going to switch up. They give you a designated time. Before you go, let's go ahead. Promote.
My glow is so bright. Yeah, I don't even have a ring light, believe it or not. I don't know. This glow is so natural. You can't even see my product. But I am now a pharmacy rep. And so I have the protein for you, Mo. And not only is this a better protein for you, if you like it, and you can sell it and get money back. And then this product I have a whole bunch of other. I got toothpaste. This on my hair right now, baby. This is not curling product. This is just the mask. I haven't even put the curling products on here. And I just did a live where I show the products and how they use. And I'm trying to make $1 million off of this because working for other folks is ghetto.
What's it called and how do people get it?
It's called a pharmacy, and you can message me, DM me. I can put it in the link if that's allowed by you, Michael Sean. Can I put my
before you go, what did I say? What did I say that pissed you off before you go?
What you said was when she told you I was waiting, you was like, oh well. And I was like,
I don't remember ever saying, oh, well.
You did.
Okay.
I put that on my mama. And then after you said I had to
wait. Well, oh, well. Okay. Then, oh, well.
I think
you gonna double down on it?
No, I think you were saying,
I've tripled down on worse. No, because you know what? Since we know we're going to clear it up. This is the thing. I don't understand if somebody is having you on a show, how you fathom it in your mind, how you gather this thought that I don't fuck with you. Because honestly, in real life, and I'm not talking just to talk, if I didn't fuck with you, I would have you nowhere near the show. Well, so I don't get the aggression of you don't piss me off.
Wait, hold on. Let's back it up. I do believe, first of all, me and my people, I came in winking. I came in picking a fight for a reason. I got.
Oh, okay. Well,
right, but aggressively, I was never.
Oh no, you were definitely aggressive. You were definitely aggressive. We got the video.
I thought I asked you if you fucked with me, and then when you said that, I said, okay, now see, you don't. I came in to ask you. And then
no, that's not what you did. That's not what you did. That's not what you do.
Because I said it wasn't dismissively,
No,
so she
no,
didn't
it
take it that
wasn't.
well.
So what happened was
I could be wrong. I want you to accept when I'm wrong. I'm just gonna
he
be
was
honest.
saying "oh well" to Jay Black. That's what I was trying to get out.
Oh, okay. But you
He was
did
saying,
say
"oh well" to
well.
Jay Black
And I
not
took it as-
being here because Jay Black came off, and he was like, "Oh, Jay Black has to send her the link. Jay Black's not here. Oh well." So it wasn't to dismiss you. It was more so a thing of, okay, Jay Black ain't here. Oh well. Okay, we'll just put her back up when Jay Black gets here because he has the link. So
And then when he got here, I still got put on pause.
All right. Well,
I'm just gonna
now
say, if it
you're
hadn't
on
been
pause
for the
again. You're on
second
pause again. You're on pause
If it
again.
hadn't been for the second,
You're on pause again. You're on pause again.
Hey, you
You're on
can't
pause
drink
again.
it. No.
You're on
You
pause
took
again. You're on pause again.
Y'all play too much in this show. Y'all play. Look, she's still talking. Her mouth's still moving. Mike, what are you doing?
Where's Mo at? Where'd Mo go? Where'd Mo go?
live. I was still on live. That's why I was still talking.
Where's Mo at?
Yeah, thank you.
No, it's all good. So next Tuesday, Secretion, we thank you as usual. Thank you. Next Tuesday, we be more. All right. So she just dropped. I don't know what just happened. Mo blocked her screen. What just happened, Mike? I don't understand.
Because I don't do if I'm not doing nothing to nobody.
The TOL text group has been going in.
I know they've been going in.
Y'all are vicious. But anyway, I mean, patience is a virtue, Cousin Ash said. Yeah, patience is a KT trying to keep it cute in the green room waiting. I see her that keeping it
So I
cute.
bring
smile.
KT in because it's just one thing. I'm not doing nothing to nobody.
Good morning, KT. Look at that author. I'll pull. Oh, Mo's back.
Mo, did you need a minute too?
good morning, KT.
Good morning. Did you need a minute too?
I had to clear my chakras. Had to clear my aura was getting cloudy.
Y'all wildin'.
No, ain't nobody wilding, and ain't nobody wilding. But you trying to play nice, and I've been biting my tongue and trying to be cool about because I don't get it. Like I don't understand where it's coming from. When have I had somebody on the show that I don't fuck with?
You didn't want.
And I blame Jay Black.
And wait, and I've said it multiple times. I've asked, and I'm not. Jay knows we all unorganized. Jay know I'm not coming at him. He knows we all unorganized.
We are disorganized.
But I'm not gonna be the punching bag. But I'm trying. You know what? We're gonna move on. We're gonna move
on. We're
gonna move on. KT is here.
KT bringing the sunshine.
Bringing the sunshine.
Bringing the positivity. Where Skittles go? I saw Skittles in the green room. They left. Come on back, Skittles.
Come on, Skittles.
Bring Skittles up here, KT. It's likely, you know how long I've been.
How long was you in the green room?
How long was you in the green room?
You smart. You had KT waiting too long.
Back here.
You had KT too long in that green
waiting
room,
very patiently.
Oh, she said waiting very patiently.
Y'all stupid. Y'all just want. We can't keep people, and then y'all find me another doctor. Then if y'all trying to run off our doctor.
Billy says so. Mike just made that happen without doing a damn thing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. And Jay corny because he didn't want to put the comments up. That's Jay's corniness.
No, I'm trying. No, they was in the chat on the text message going in.
Oh, I know. I got some text messages.
No, you're not in that group.
No, I got some direct text messages.
Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. The Takeover Legends community, y'all, wow. Wait,
never, dog. Like, stop. Go ahead, KT. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Poetry Month, KT has been kind enough to actually gather talent of people that rock with her in the spoken word movement. And she's actually shared a piece with us. And she's done her due diligence, and she doesn't get paid for this. She has brought people here to get it in and to make it happen. She
is a doctor.
Wait, she said she's not. She said
she's a nurse. It's the same.
No, she's a nurse practitioner.
My doctor is a nurse practitioner. She's the one that sees me every year.
She's not your doctor.
No,
yes, she's your nurse practitioner.
that I've never seen the doctor of my practice. I always see my nurse
Yeah, but
practitioner,
don't
and it's
call
for
her a
years.
doctor. She's a nurse practitioner.
I
She's
know,
an
but
advanced
she.
practicing nurse.
All right.
Do not call her that.
I call my nurse practitioner my doctor.
Well, that's good because then you identify your nurse practitioner as your doctor.
I call my nurse practitioner Marie.
You just call her name.
Oh, God.
I call her ma'am. I call her ma'am. I call her ma'am.
But they would call you uncle. They would call you Uncle Mike. And
They would
had
call
jokes
me
about
uncle.
you
I call her ma'am. Jay Black be
Your
skimming
uncle.
comments like he works for Fox News and shit.
I'm trying to keep the peace. That's what I'm trying to do. Keep the peace, because y'all be wilding sometimes. Good
All
morning,
right.
Kamari. All right, here we go.
Let's move on before
we got Skittles.
my mouth gets me in trouble. We've had that happen one time. We don't want that to happen no more.
Good morning, KT.
Good morning, Mo. I love that color on you, by the way.
Turn your phone sideways, Skittles. I don't know why I like that name.
Good morning, Skittles.
Morning. How are you doing?
Good.
Wait, Skittles.
Let me tell you a little bit about Skittles. We gonna move on. I'm taking over.
Wow.
You said I had to do what? Turn my phone to the side? Like,
Yes.
oh shit.
One
But it
more
doesn't.
time. One more again.
Probably got
Is
the
that better?
rotation on. Nah.
Okay, hold on.
You know what?
It's her setting.
Skittles, you have the to unlock
Is
it.
that better?
There it is. Yeah, there it is. All right. All right.
My bad.
Yeah.
Look,
No, you good.
no
You
one
good.
told me.
No, you good money. You good money. You good money. You good money. All right, KT, take it from here. You stay up.
All right. Skittles. This is baby sis right here from me. I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. Skittles is a South Jersey based. I'm going to read her actual bio.
Okay.
Skittles is a South Jersey based, multi talented, and multi genre poet. 2025, she was one of the top female poets in Philly. She's an amateur slammer with one win under her belt as an erotic poet slammer. She's been a judge at the Charm City Slam, if you know, you know. And what's the word slam, if you know, you know. A personal trainer, a martial arts instructor. She's a 3rd degree belt in 7 disciplines, as well as an owner of a personal training and martial arts company. Skittles is a stunt woman and an actress, a former mummer. She's a black mummer, y'all. When y'all see a black mummer?
Yeah, how did that happen? How did she do that? What?
Amateur power lifter, several times Hall of Fame inductee athlete, as well as a 5-time Team USA competitor. One of 5 of an all-women poetry collective called the Splash Squad. We never know what Skittles is coming with, and I promise y'all I have no idea what she's coming with now, so I'm sorry if the show gets taken down by YouTube.
Wow.
Because that is the kind of fire that she spits. Go ahead, Skittles.
Hey, how y'all doing? Hi.
Excellent. Excellent. And
I appreciate the
showtime.
bye.
Go ahead.
Oh, I
Go
gotta
do
do.
your
I'm
thing.
gonna do a poem right now.
Yes,
Is
you
that what I'm
are.
doing? All right, bet.
All right.
I've been hearing do the poem, but what if I do the poem? Will you hear it? The echoes in a loud room. Will you see the anxiety before the dry swallow, the drop of confidence, the fear? But I still hear do the poem. But at what cost? It sounds broken to the broken. Look like a role model without the script, a therapist without the therapy. They don't tell you to risk exposing your inside to strangers that don't give a damn. But ain't that the same thing like a lover? Strangers randomly meeting by chance, by looking for comfort, by intertwining stories for a safe space. But what if your safe space turns against you? What if the stage fell beneath you? What if you can't write yourself out of depression? What if no one hears the poem that could be your last poem? What if no one hears the hurt in your voice in a split moment you feel your esophagus ripping apart? Now your heart racing as you race to regulate your emotions with your cadence, hitting all the bullet points of those hollow metaphors with your structured trauma. Make it relatable, make it beautiful, but don't you dare make it painful. But then again, that's what they want. They want to see you bleed. They want to hear your depression, fall in love with your triggers, not you, not you. They fell in love with the poem, always the poet, never the person. How our words are used against us in our safe space, pretending this is a safe space. Proofreading our consistent lines, but can't recall the lies, but don't care if we cry. The audience applauds your tears. Love how we articulate our scars into wordplay. How polished the theatrics are to hide our crash outs. Now we're analyzing, picking the pieces of ourselves that are performative, not dysfunctional. Because you can't be dysfunctional and functional at the same time, right? Got to have the right poetic pinch, the punchlines. Remember egos. I mean bars. But we off stage is so forgettable. Are we that blurry? All we ever wanted was to be seen when we couldn't even see ourselves. Yet this pen has felt me. This paper has seen me, us, the anger, shedding tears all lovers refuse to watch unless we're featuring. They don't care about. They don't want to hear they don't want to hear the anniversaries, the souvenirs. They just want to hear the eulogy. They feel so fucking privileged, like an old inheritance. Like I ain't alive right now. But they remind you, you are just a martyr. Because us poets got a high rate of surviving all for nothing. So you can't fuck up this performance. You can't fuck up. The audience needs you, remember? Like this poem needs a poet, remember? Well, now that I got that all out the way, let me lock in. As I let the room slowly hush, as I begin to breathe in. Are you ready for me to lie? I mean, do the poem now? It goes like poem.
Ooh, wow.
I like that.
Wow. All right, Skittles. You explained a lot for anybody who performs. Whoever, obviously, I'm a comedian. God damn, Skittles.
I like that.
Thank you.
It's meaningful because they want, and I'm just gonna take it from what I heard, and I would love to hear it again. Honestly, I wish I had an audio to when I'm in the car to listen to it, to what you just said again. But there is a part that resonates with me where if I can make you laugh at my dysfunction and my pain, it's cool. But if I tell you and I'm not making you laugh, then it's a responsibility that you don't feel like hearing.
Exactly. That is correct.
Then all of a sudden it's like, why this? I don't even like answering his phone calls. I don't even want to return it. And that's the reason why half the shit I share. That's why I do this show, because this is the one place where I feel like people want to hear it. But a lot of times this is why people shut down and they use their craft to give you, but then you realize that there's a box on how much you can give them.
Exactly.
Because if you get too dark, they're going to say you got too dark.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So how long have you been working your craft? How long have you been doing this?
Well, I've been writing poetry since I was 18. I'm 35 now, but I've been performing poetry since 2022, but seriously since 2024.
So we just had a conversation with someone speaking about mental health. And my question to you is, how much has, even though I know you were kind of adamant, how much has this expression helped you, if it has at all, helped you with deal with things in your life, whether it be mental health or just situations in your life?
Definitely, I would say poetry. I always say poetry is my therapy. I don't go to therapy, but poetry is my therapy. The way I feel about it is, like I said, I have no problem with anybody going to a therapist or anything like that. I do say that, but I have touched in a poem where I actually talk about therapy and saying, therapists, you have a time limit when you can see them and when you can call them and stuff like that. What about the times that you can't call them? This is where poetry comes into play. So if I'm having a dark moment or something like that, I can write it out. Whether I share it with somebody or I perform it or whatever like that, I got out that initial, feeling like you're on the edge. So that's how I view poetry. And also, I work out. I'm a personal trainer. I do martial arts. So I have different avenues of coping. But if that's not working, poetry is that. I always have one or two things that I go to when I'm having a dark moment.
But you know that is a therapeutic tool. So you're doing the work. Actually, yourself. You have two outlets. You said a physical outlet and a mental outlet.
Right.
I thought you were gonna keep going, Mo. My bad.
Oh no, I'm acknowledging like what she's saying about therapy. But you're doing the work of therapy. You do understand.
Right. Yeah. No, I do.
Yeah.
Do you ever think when you start when you're in the midst of now you're performing, now you're booking gigs, and now you're trying to I don't know where you're trying to go with your work. I don't know if there's another level you want to go to, if there's is there a vision that you have where you want to do it, or you're just doing it strictly for the love?
I mean, it's always for the love, number one. And number two, of course, I would like to be seen, and I'm starting to in the last, like, I would say since last year into this year, I've really like blossomed in the sense of like people are seeing me. I've been booked. I performed out in Pittsburgh, PA. I've been performing down in Baltimore. I'm about to slam in Baltimore next month for the first time with all the 7-time national slammers. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm figuring it out in my life. Let me see. I've really traveled probably most of the East Coast to perform and everything like that. Or sometimes I don't even perform. I just go there because I want to see the feature. I want to learn. I want to get better. So honestly, it really is for the love. But of course, I want to be seen. And you know, poetry you can get paid for. So I definitely do get paid for it. There's sometimes I do it out of the love of it because some people are starting a vision. I had no problem helping them with that vision.
And this is and I don't know if you've been in this dilemma before. It's your art. And have you ever been in a situation where there's something on your heart that you want to say, right? There's something on your heart that you want to do. But you also know you're in this place where somebody has booked you, where they're expecting you. You know what's going to work. You already know. You got your material. You already know. You got your weapons. You got your arsenal. Like, I really want to do this, but I have to please these people. So I'm going to do this. Have you ever compromised that?
I'll be honest, I have compromised that a few times, but now in the space that I am in, I want to do the poems that are different. They're not the typical, Bari poems. I mean, they have bars in it. I'm not saying they're not, but I meant the kind that people automatically, oh yeah, da da da. But sometimes poems have messages with the wordplay and stuff like that. Like I just recently decided to do this poem about the story of Fort Hood. If you remember the shooting that happened down in Texas, right?
Yes.
But the way I do the poem is a Call of Duty match. And the whole time I'm talking in the perspective of the shooter, but you think I'm talking about the game until the end of the poem. And I just started doing that. And that poem's like 2 years old, but I just recently decided to do it because I'm like, it's great to do the poems that cause the snaps and everything like that, but you don't know if a different poem might inspire someone else to pick up their pen and write something along those lines. So that's where I'm at right now.
Wow, that you did a poem with Call of Duty in Fort Hood. I worked out in Texas for 10 years and I had performed around there where that took place. And wow, for you to do that Call of Duty, that just, the whole premise sounds amazing. Skittles, you're dope. Somebody wanted to ask, what martial arts do you practice?
All right, so I'm gonna break it down by the styles. It might be, because it's broken down by styles. So I do wushu and Shaolin Kung Fu. So if anybody's familiar with Jet Li, Jackie Chan,
Yes.
So I do that. I've been doing that for years. My mom's actually a Wing Chun master, actually. So it's like a lineageal thing. Yeah. She's under the Yip Man Moyat lineage. So that's a big thing right there. Like directly trained under those people. So I also do Korean martial arts. So that I do Tong Soo Do, and I do Taekwondo. I do 2 different branches of Taekwondo. I do WTF, which is the one that you see in the Olympics. And I do ITF, which you see in like Germany and stuff like that. They don't do it in America frequently. And then what am I missing? Hold on. I do Shotokan, which is more the karate system, which you have probably seen at the Olympics, probably like a few years back when they had it. And I do Kempo, which is a modern self-defense system. Ed Parker created it. You might be familiar with during that time with Elvis when he got into it and stuff like that. So that's part of that timeline. And I'm trying to figure I got 2 more. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make sure I remember off the top of my head. I do Filipino martial arts. So it's the kind that you see like, if you've seen the movie The Raid, it's like that. That's what I'm doing with all the knife work and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I do Goju-Ryu, so another Okinawan Japanese system. So yeah,
Do you
that's all
ever
the systems I do. Yes, I do compete. I am still an active competitor, actually. I just competed last month at a weapons fighting tournament where you actually fight with like nunchucks, swords, staff, all padded. And I got 4 first places in my respective division.
Nice.
So how do you compartmentalize all of those different styles? Because I know in competition, you can't, like, if certain styles you use, it could disqualify you, right?
No, it's technique. So the divisions are broke. Okay, so I'm gonna break it down how it is for me. As a black belt, we are broken down into age brackets and ranking brackets. I am below a master, so I'm in the under master division. So that'd be first degree black belts with third degree black belts, right? And with the black belt division, I guess I'm in the senior division now since I'm 35. I don't know how to process that right now.
They put you in the senior division at 35.
Yeah, no, because it's broken up into like 18 to 34, then 35 until like 50 or 60, and then they have the executive division, which would be like 50 and above or 60 and above, depending on the tournament. And with the black belt division, depending on the tournament, right, they have it broken down into weapons and fighting. I mean, weapons, forms, and fighting, right? Now, with weapons, it can be broken into traditional and open weapons, or it can be broken down by the style, whether it's Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Okinawan, right? That's how they would break it down. And depending on the tournament, depends on how I feel, I might go in all 3 of them, the Chinese, the Korean, and the Japanese Okinawan, and do the same thing with the forms, and I'll win respectively in those each divisions, right? Fighting's a little different. With women, we have a weight class. I'm usually in the featherweight lightweight, which is 140 and under. And then they got the middleweight, I think it's like 145 to 175. And then I think 180 and above is like heavyweight, right? And then once you win all those, for black belts, you have a grand championship for each of those things. So you have all weapons from 18 to executive division for weapons forms. Those will be separate if you win. Sometimes you win money, depending on that. The most I ever win at a tournament was like $500. And then they had the fighting too. So you can either get a title belt or a trophy or something like that. I've won swords at tournaments before too, like katana swords and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how it's broken down.
Skittles, I can tell by how you just broke all that down that you are a very meticulous thinker. The way you broke all that shit down there, and now I see how that thought process goes into how you could write a poem based on the Fort Hood tragedy and then break it down as the Call of Duty. I want to thank you for taking time out. I know it's early.
What's the social media though, Mike? Get a social media.
And what is your social media? So people want to know in the chat what your social media is.
All right, so my Instagram, I'm gonna spell it out, but it's iNinja Wolfie _Skittles. So it's the letter I, the word ninja, NINJA Wolfie WOLFY _Skittles. And my TikTok is iWolfie Skittles. I be on both of them, and I post and stuff like that when the next features and stuff like that, which I'm literally booked until November. I'm not even gonna hold you, but
let's go. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
I appreciate it, but it's like a blend of. Thank you. I see that they put it in the comments. But it's a blend of like my solo features and then my all women collective Splash Squad. So we actually have 2 features next month. Actually, May 13th and May 17th. I have 2 solo features in May 9th and May 28th. And I also have a performance on April 26th, actually, too. Yeah, I got a lot going on.
All right. Well, hopefully we can have you back on the show. And
definitely.
Keep doing your thing and try not to compromise anything. Do what's on that heart, yo. Because trust me, I've had that fight for years. Sometimes you're like, you know what? If I got the attention of this crowd, I might as well tell you exactly what it is that I'm feeling that I need to say. And sometimes shit ain't gonna be funny. Skittles, thank you so much. And
You're
thank
welcome.
you, KT. Good looking, appreciate you. Skittles, y'all follow, and do the whole thing. Support, do everything. Do everything.
You got the IG right there.
Keep bringing them.
Okay, KT.
Hey, KT, you be bringing them.
Thanks.
Okay,
These
okay.
are they support me heavy.
Since
So
you done lock Wednesdays down, it seems like KT. This is all you now.
This is KT. She's looking all
It's
cute in
all
the
you
morning
now.
time and everything.
8 o'clock every Wednesday.
You better watch yourself. Don't let
Oh,
me
you
catch you
still
slipping.
KT single, Mike. You know, you're not gonna
Watch
ruin
it.
her life.
you
You're
might
not.
want to watch yourself.
Oh. Brr, 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 brr.
Hold up. Hold up. That's not the answer you're not supposed to get back. Wait a second.
I gotta throw you off sometimes. I gotta catch you back sometimes.
No. My energy's already been thrown off.
I can't always be the one on the spot.
No. My energy's already thrown. No, you're not gonna top me, girl. You mess around. Play with me if you want.
You
Hello. Oh, she went along with it, Mike. I don't know. She threw her arms up in the air. No, Mike can't ruin you though. No, I like KT. No.
Ain't nobody gonna ruin nobody.
Nobody can't ruin me.
Ain't nobody gonna ruin nobody.
Mike, no. Well, this new Mike is trying to be right though. I will
This
say
is
that.
supposed to be Mike number 2.
Yeah, the new Mike has been different, but I still stuck on the old Mike. I don't know. I need more time. I need more time before I need.
He said he need more trial on the sport.
Yeah, because KT's a good one. No, she's a good
thank
one.
you.
Yeah, we not going Mike. No.
Oh, you don't need no proof from KT. Oh, you just say KT's word for it.
I met her. I met her daughter. We hung out a couple
You
times.
met my daughters. You met my family. Like 30 years ago.
He does love my daughter. He seems to be very partial to my daughter.
Like, y'all good. Like, you know, she got a son and she's doing right. She's this mother out here in these streets hustling and bustling. I respect KT, and I don't need nobody like you coming around that ain't for real and serious. So I'm just saying.
You don't need nobody like you.
I told y'all
Exactly.
Jay Black has this parental thing.
I do. When I protect, I protect. I do.
She got big dash.
I'm shit now. See, you know what? I'm gonna start texting KT late at night. Just for no reason.
What you got? You got a moo on? You actually you got a moo on right
You
now?
gonna have to text me because you gonna get caught from the other side of the wall. Talk about, hey girl.
Hey girl.
Hey, girl.
You remember?
Nah, my speakerphone. Now my phone work now. I ain't gotta be on speaker. I can be. What you doing?
You can whisper that.
I can whisper all my dirtiness.
She mine. What is you talking?
Fuck out of here. Motherfucker change sides in a second.
Yeah, when I like you, I ride out.
I actually went to school with C Chung. That's funny. I went to school with C Chung. He graduated a year before me.
Maybe he can get.
Maybe I can get. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
What up, Aunt? What up?
Let me see if I play. I got this clarity thing that men need clarity. And this guy was talking, and I was wondering if women were gonna feel some type of way. And it kind of went to, I was gonna play it when Sequisa was on here when she had made that statement. C Chung doesn't exist. He does exist. C Chung does exist. He's a brilliant individual. He does exist. Chung just
have actually seen him pop on my timeline recently. So
Yeah.
C Chung.
So
exists.
I'm gonna play a little bit of this comment, and I want the ladies to see. I wanted if this rubs you the wrong way. He wants clarity. This man says men need clarity.
For a man like myself, if I don't have closure on a specific topic, I will keep addressing it until we come to a bottom base. Like, baby, I'm really trying to understand this. I don't understand this thing. And until I understand it, it'll keep festering inside of me. Can you help me understand? And a lot of men are actually built like that. We're wired to do this logical sort of thinking. It's the same reason a lot of men don't go out buying flowers, because in our mind, we looking at it like that flower is going to die eventually. So why does it matter? But in her mind, a flower is a gesture that you thought of me. Someone once said that flowers die because they're supposed to. It's not supposed to last forever. Love is attaching yourself to things that last forever. We'll be disappointed in humans because we ain't going to be here forever.
I was going to say, we don't even last forever.
So he wants closure. Women, he'll bring it up again and again and again.
Closure and clarity.
Closure and clarity. I want to know what do the ovaries in the room think about that?
See, no lies.
Those are two different things, because you can get closure on something but still not be clear about the person's actions. So do not confuse the two.
Agreed.
She playing word games.
Wait. You say that again. Yeah. What the fuck did you just say? What? You said you can get closure and things, and what? There's no sales at the Target.
Closure and clarity are two different things.
Provide closure
Right.
to a situation, but not provide clarity.
Okay, I get that.
And why they did what they did. And people confuse the two. They think that if you can just tell me like a definitive answer on why you did what you did, that would be closure for me. But it wouldn't. It wouldn't. It doesn't work that way.
But you still might not get clarity. You're saying you still might not. It might be closure, but you might not get the clarity that you need, and it might be your fault.
Over. This is finite. Okay, I love you, but this is over. That's finite. That's closure, right? Because I've made it very clear. I've made my boundaries clear to you.
Right.
This is closure. There's nothing else to come behind that. But for you might, especially if you're an overthinker, your mind is going into 50 million different things. You don't have clarity on why that person left, why that person did what they did to get y'all to that point anyway. So for me, I prefer clarity in moving forward, which allows me to move forward versus closure. And then also don't get caught up in clarity either, because clarity might not get you to where you need to go either. You might get clarity on why somebody did something, but it doesn't allow you to move forward immediately past the hurt and past the damage that is done.
And did somebody say they needed another word? Affirm or
affirm? That's what Elle said.
I also need to be affirmed as well. What the fuck? Like, what else needs to be? Closure, clarity, affirm.
I don't need to be affirmed on the way out. If we're coming to a closure point, I don't need you to affirm me for anything. I need you to be out.
All right, boo. What, how do you feel about it, boo? How do you feel about it?
I agree with Mo. I can't come to a point of closure without clarity, and even on another level with my neurodivergent mind, I can't do anything without clarity. I'm not moving until we're clear. And for me, that does bring closure. I find it odd, though. I think the first thing that struck me in the video was, how the tables have turned. Because usually it's us asking for that. Usually it's us having that conversation. I mean, I respect him saying it. I very much respect that he's saying it. But yeah, I think what hit me first in that video is the shift that has been made. And I'm glad to see a man actually clarify himself like
clarity
that.
and understanding
transparent like that.
Is a big deal.
To be clear, like closure isn't something you receive from somebody. It's really something that you create yourself from the information that you receive. So I don't want to take a deep dive, but just like surface level for you to understand. Yes, clarity before closure is needed. But it's definitely something somebody can't technically give you closure. You give yourself closure by the way you process whatever it is that they've given you.
But my thing is, clarity is so subjective. Like two people might see one thing and the other person sees total clarity in it. And the other person's like, no, the other person might be, this is this. And then this is the irritating part. When you say you want to be clear, you want some clarity. I don't like you anymore. Right? I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. And then, but why? What is it about the relationship you don't want to be a part of? And I'm like, what does it matter? I just don't.
I want to know. So for my next relationship,
does matter.
What was he saying?
And that's a real thing, though, Jay Black. You're saying it in jest, but that's a real thing. You do want to know, like, okay, well, what is it about me?
Is it my job to tell you? It's your job to figure it out. How about that?
No, because
over.
well, one, if you want to look at it selfishly, one, it's your last shot to get your licks and check me real quick. But on my side of things, it allows me to check myself. Maybe it is something I need to think about for myself.
You keep asking for these roses, and I know these roses are going to be dead in 3 days. I think that's the dumbest thing, buying flowers, knowing you got 2-3 days tops.
Well, the flowers aren't for you. They're for the person that receives it. Just like the words that you use with someone. You may not see the power in it, but it may be very, very necessary for the person receiving it.
And I agree with what KT's saying, and I agree more about the flowers. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into. If I don't get it, I don't get it. Like, you may not get why buying me this jersey, this $300 jersey, is a big deal for me. And like, why would you want some other dude's name on your back? Whole bunch of stuff. But with when you KT said you wanted more information on why don't you want to be in this relationship. So and I've been down this rabbit hole when I explain to you why I don't want to be in the relationship, and I bring up the points, and then you disagree with the points, and then you say,
I want to debate you on you,
and then you say, no, I don't, or no, I didn't.
It's a try.
And then I go, well, this is what I'm talking about. We don't agree on this. But so it's like the clarity is two different things for people. My clarity is I no longer feel the energy to be around you. Like I feel like suffocated, not because you're suffocated, but I don't feel the energy. Like I feel like once I walk in, I can feel my mood change because you're just here. And I know that sounds mean, but it's just our vibe is like, you ever be in a relationship with somebody where you could be in a good mood and the minute you see their face, everything changes?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to make clarity of that?
Been there.
So again, someone providing the answers may not give you the clarity that you need to move forward from it. So there's layers to this. That's why I said I don't want to take a deep dive, but there's layers to this.
Maybe because I did something to hurt you and I didn't realize it. That's what L's saying.
And it's not, that conversation is not meant. It's not a platform for you to go back and forth with the person. When you ask someone to provide you clarity of why they're ending a relationship and they oblige you in that, okay? If you could sit down amicably and have a responsible, healthy conversation about it, you have to be able to be okay with that person saying, this is all I have to offer. This is all I can give you in this conversation. And walk away from it, not continue to turn it into a combative or a conversation of validation, like a validation shift there. That's not what that conversation is supposed to be for. So I think that you have to draw those boundaries when you're when you're diving into something like that.
And I'm cool. And I think that is spot on. And I think there's a very thin line between when people say you got to work for the relationship and guess what? This ain't going to work. And there's a thin line between, well, we need to work because every relationship you're going to have to work at it.
Every day.
There has to be a certain point where you go like, this ain't going to work. And when a person hits that, that's why I don't try and keep people.
No, I ain't giving no exit interview. You figure that shit out on your own, Billy said.
Not an exit interview.
Say that as much as that's funny as hell. But as much as you say that, you also have to understand that sometimes it's healthy for you to provide that so that you can walk away with with making sure that you made the person understand where you were coming from and what your point of view is. And unless
you ain't gonna never listen, you're gonna question everything. That's why we broke up.
But that's why you create boundaries in conversation. And it's okay to say, okay, at this point, this is all. I don't have any more dialogue to offer to this. I wish you well. And you end the conversation and you move on from it.
What was LaShawn's? What was this? But why can't you just express and communicate just that? You do not serve me, or this no longer serves me. The end. And that would be good if that would be the end. But people want explanations on top of the end. Like I've been where the explanation
want explanations on top of the end, but people are also afraid of further hurting someone's feelings.
That's
Sometimes
true. Yeah.
we're not saying
Yeah.
it because we don't want to have to deal with the response back.
Yeah, I wouldn't deal with all that. That's true.
Because you understand there's certain things, and then as the progression of this conversation goes, all of a sudden you're like, you a needy bitch. and that's what it is.
Don't say that.
And you no, but this is where it goes when when you don't allow somebody just to go. Like, I don't mind you ghosting me. Ghost me. I'll giggle about it and be like, just go. That is your way of dealing with it, then go ahead.
But that is not a way of dealing with it. Ghosting someone is not a coping mechanism. I just want to let you know that. Just walking away, not saying anything, just cold turkey shutting down.
Sometimes it's hard, sometimes for some people.
I know. And
it's
unless
easier just to dip.
Unless it's an abusive situation, I'm talking about if you have a fairly healthy relationship and you just decide on your own terms, I'm never calling you again. I'm never talking to you again.
We all been there. Everybody goes to somebody at some point. Don't act like this.
That is avoidance at its best. Yes, it is.
Everybody's been there.
And I think it is avoidance, but I think human beings don't want to accept that is the way of that person has chosen to say they don't fuck with you anymore. And people want to say, people would rather put titles on it and rather say that person is avoiding and that person can't deal with the conversation. No, the person just doesn't want to be around you anymore. And that's just a harsh reality.
And it just it's okay. That's
what I'm saying.
But I will tell you that if you take a deeper dive into someone who just, like I said, unless it's an abusive or a harmful relationship, right? And I'm talking about mentally or physically. Unless it's something like that, if you have a day-to-day relationship with someone and you just say, today is the day, I'm never calling you again. No warning, no notice, no anything. I can almost guarantee you that there's other underlying things that makes you operate that way.
Yeah, but and that goes for every aspect. There's other underlying reasons why you need so much clarity.
Well, you don't have to get, you don't. So again, it's a gift, right? Because you're gifting the person that what they're asking for. They're asking you for closure, clarity, however you want to present it. That's a gift that you're gifting them. At the end of the relationship, do you owe it to somebody? No, you don't owe a conversation. You choose not to have one, but just like I said, cold turkey, not saying we're broken up.
How about the fade off? The 3 days I ain't heard from you in 3 days, and now that turned into like that's what a lot of people do. All of you used to talk every day, and all of a sudden I ain't 3 days. Like, yo, I ain't heard what's good. Oh no, I just been busy. And then another 4 days. Mo, you did this. KT, you did that. Miss Clark.
Definitely have.
That's ghosting someone. That's just an extended version of your ghosting. Now
I'm not innocent from that at all.
Thank you.
I will actually accept that as one of my toxic traits. However, I usually pretty much say I'm done.
Here we go. Pretty much read her mind, Mike. You gotta read her mind.
No, you don't have to read my mind.
I pretty much said.
If I say I'm done, this isn't working, whatever words come out at the time, and then you don't hear from me, is that still ghosting? I don't have to respond anymore.
If Miss Clark said earlier, you have to say it verbatim. I don't want to be with you anymore, and this is over.
I mean, that is the
That's what Miss Clark said.
She just pretty much said the same thing. I am done.
Right.
This is no longer working for me. That's it. That you don't have to speak beyond that. Anything else that you speak beyond that is a gift to the other person for them to have a bigger understanding or whatever. But I'm pretty sure that you probably have given, many sermons leading up to the I'm done.
That part.
Yeah, Jay, you probably gave some sermons. Lugs, lace.
I just call it
that's Skittles.
That's Skittles.
That's Skittles.
Oh, that's a government. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the government. That has to do with.
Oh, they ain't a government.
That can't be a government. I just went along with it. Why did I just go along with this shit? I just went along with it.
Lisa.
How do you pronounce the name right there? Do you know, KT? How do you pronounce that?
I believe it's Lugiasi.
Oh, Lugiasi. I fucked it all up. So I apologize, Skittles. That has to do with people who can't. That has to do with people who can't articulate their emotions. If they're not being honest on why I want to break up. I had someone make up reasons. They weren't true until they finally explained themselves. And I mean, I get what you're saying. I understand everybody's point here. Just understand sometimes ghosting. It's just somebody really didn't care enough about you to actually explain.
No,
They just
that's
don't
not
fuck with you
true.
anymore.
Too. That's not true. Not true.
Oh well, I know that hits
That's
a
not true.
that hits a sore spot with you.
They must be a spot, Jay Black. Jeez.
That's not true in all
For
cases.
those who don't know, Jay Black ghosted Lady Q years ago.
No,
That's why he's very
no.
touchy about ghosting.
No, I hate when she bring that up. So I don't know why she ever shared that. I would like. I don't like that.
That was her
because
truth. That was her truth.
You
Yeah,
don't
that
like
is.
that. You did it.
Yeah, you did it.
Long distance relationship. I just don't believe in long distance, and it's just hard. So I just change my number and just disappear. Yeah, I was wrong. I admit I was wrong. I did. I admit it. I was dead wrong. I'm glad it all worked out.
Yeah, God of
Cause she wanted to try long distance and I didn't, and I didn't know how to say I'm not
Long
going to do it.
distance
I
is
said
hard.
it's hard.
It is.
Florida to
I
Philly,
did it.
But
did
it
it
can
for 3
work.
years.
Florida
But
to
it can
Philly is
work.
too much. It's too
It can
much.
work.
It can actually
It
work.
can work.
It can work. It's just the society back in the day used to train us that all long distance relationships are. People
I did it
have
from
long.
Japan.
Let me tell you something. People have long distance relationships and sleep in the same bed every night.
Ooh, say that again for the people who did
You
not
over here
hear
with bars,
you.
Mike?
People have
Bars.
long distance relationships and sleep in the same bed every night. They are
That's
literally
church
in,
music right there.
they are literally in two different worlds,
Ooh-wee.
laying in the bed. They're not even in the same universe.
Nope.
And that's okay. But the person that does the ghosting is broken. The person that does the ghosting doesn't always have to be. I'm not saying you're wrong, but the person who does the ghosting doesn't always have to be broken. They didn't. It might be a point where they just didn't really put your feelings on any type of pedestal. They really didn't. They didn't have the feelings that you thought they had. Being ghost star cap, 3-day fade, be crazy. The 3-day fade, I mean,
Or no matter how much clarity you give them, they can't accept it. So what are you supposed to do? Just continue to entertain that? You have to continue to go through those conversations over and over again. How many times can you say the same shit?
So no, and that's where it becomes unhealthy because again, once you have had that conversation, it's not your responsibility to carry them through the emotional process of wherever it is that they need to get to on the other side of this. You've done your job as the other person who's saying, you know what, this does not work for me any longer, and this is why. And I want to end the relationship. You have that right. You have that autonomy to articulate that to someone, and they have to be okay and well in it. Like to accept it.
But I think at least you should let me hit one more time.
And this is why
For the road. It's familiar, your count don't go up. You can still keep your two hands.
Just one more for the road. Just one more for the road.
10 partners.
This is why I tell my girlfriends, don't do it in person. I don't care if you have to be on FaceTime and y'all are talking.
Yes, don't do it in person.
Do it in a neutral place.
One more.
Because if your cookie crumbles every time he breathes on you, that may not be the best place for you to have closure.
Yeah, but I think one for the road. I think that might sound immature, but
Life said they needy out here. They want to know why you ain't texting when you was going to the store. Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that?
Who needy like that? That's ridiculous.
But I listen. I'm gonna be honest, and I'm gonna regret saying this because we gotta wrap this up. But I'm gonna regret saying this. I'm gonna be honest. I am a needy person, but this is the delusion. I will not let you know how needy I am. But in my mind, when the little needs that I have don't get met, I really do I take a mental note. Like I'll be like, and that's not healthy. I know that's not healthy because if I'm not expressing to you what I need,
not a mind reader.
Because I'm the type of person, I want you in your natural state. Like I want you to do your natural things. And if your natural state wasn't, hypothetically, if your natural state wasn't to give me a call when you got home or encourage me in this moment, if that wasn't in your natural state, that's just you being you. I know that's not fair, but that's how you are. So Jay had to drop off. Oh, wow. So ghosting means you don't care enough about the person to give them closure. I believe so, but I'm not the therapist here. So don't go running with what I said. Don't go running with what I said. Go out and come back in, KT, if you want. Go out and come back in. Because when Jay left, KT stopped hearing it. This is the StreamYard shit. All right, let's get out of here. I got in a bit of mood. All right. Oh, Jay's on the phone. He had to
remember your tools. Word replacement before you walk into the high-paying job. Word replacement. We're going to speak, life into this situation. We are going to walk into our job. We are so grateful to be in contact with all of these new people that walk in this door every day. There's some people who are lonely. I am not lonely. I walk into a job that grants me the ability to come in contact with people who I might touch spiritually, who I might touch mentally, who, yes, we're going to speak life into it.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. All right. Turned out well. Everything turned out well. KT, anything you want to promote? Anything you got going on there?
Let's see. I have a couple flyers that I'll share with you guys soon, but I will be in Jersey City doing a feature and a poetry panel. So I'll be doing some talking.
When?
That's June 4th. As soon as I get the flyer for that, I will pass that along. And coming up the end of May, I believe it is the 23rd, I am going to be narrating a play in Trenton, New Jersey called it's called A Song for Miss Lydia, originally written by Don Evans, whose legacy has been taken over by Todd Evans, who you guys will meet next week, and we can talk more about A Song for Miss Lydia.
Nice. So you got things to do, but
I get to narrate. I'm really excited about that. That's an honor. Like that.
And when are you doing?
To be asked to do that.
The narration. When are you doing there? Where?
May 23rd.
Oh, that's
it's in Trenton, New Jersey. I can't remember which venue. I want to say it's at the museum. I think it might be at the City Museum.
All right, cool beans. All right, KT, you know how much we appreciate you. I hope everybody got their comments in here. I'm trying to get the beautiful color for you, Mo. I don't know. I'm just trying to see if we missed any comments. Blame it on Jay Black. Sequisha, blame it on Jay Black. There, I think Jay Black is having to take a phone call or something. He got some business. I'm definitely John. Before we go, she said I'm definitely an overthinker. Yeah, I have had to really work on myself overthinking because I overthink too much. Speaking with strangers is a great way to change the trajectory of a day. Oh, cousin Ash, and that's what I've noticed.
Yes.
When I'm in my mood, I get to start talking to strangers, and things seem to change. Yes, gratitude will drown out the negative thoughts. Thank you. Okay, all right. And Jay still chit-chat. I was trying to wait till you got back on here. Tawana. All right, we're good, y'all. We're good. We'll be back. What's today? Wednesday. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I think Kamari's going to be on here tomorrow. I got to remember to send him the link. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anything, anyone, any circumstance take it from you. God got me. God got you. God got us. From Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, KT, Kamari, Amani, C Chung, and Lady Q. Woke Up Inspired. If you want your vision to come on, well, pause. If you want your vision to be put on something, what's on my mind? You can put what you say. You can put your company. You can put whatever your vision is on a mug. You can put it on a book bag. You can put it on anything, on a horseshoe. You can put it on a T-shirt. And while you go to Woke Up Inspired, also check out all the merch that she has available. We are gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also